morning, friends. It's Carl. Welcome to the bathroom. It's time for the Silky Smooth Sunday shave. I am fresh out of the shower and ready to go. It's about 7:15 here in the morning, and I got to get ready for church. So let's do it. What are we using today, Carl? We'll get to that in a second. Before I get too far, coffee brought to you by KJV Prepper. That's the way to start the day. All right, so for the shaving stuffs, Omega Boar 10,098, Naked Armour straight razor, new soap today, Dr. John's Classic. This has got a great kind of spicy scent. I don't know if it's supposed to be a take on barbershop, but man, it smells really good. It's got some wood notes, some citrus notes, or floral, some spice. It's really nice. I wish I could describe it better. For the post, Thayers, Nivea, and then also I got as a sample some of this Dr. John's solid cologne. I don't know anything about this except for it smells good. I don't even know how to use it, but it was free, so I figured I'd give it a run out. All right, got a little bit of the soap pressed into the Crown King Scuttle because it's the first use, and I want to make sure I don't have any reactions. So let's get cracking. Hope everybody's weekend is going well. Hope your week treated you nicely. Mine was good. I saw you like 3 times last week, so I really don't have too terrible much to say. Things are good. Just did a little bit of work. Gosh, that smells good. A little bit of work, a little bit of play, a whole lot of intertubing. Some people really got a kick out of that phrase, so I think it's here to stay. But yeah, and Dr. John's, as always, is just coming into a nice lather. And I'm really not even trying to lather in the scuttle. I really just kind of want to gather some into the brush. But because it wants to lather, get some on the face before the face dries out. So yeah, I watched a handful of videos, like I said last week. I'll probably never get caught up from the week I missed. So if I missed any of your videos, guys, I am sorry. I'll try and do better. Those of you who are not familiar with Dr. John's, it's a vegan base soap, and I saw somebody had put a poll in one of the Facebook groups. I think it was probably the only Facebook group I'm still in is It's Just Shaving, and even at that, I'm not very active there. But asking what was your favorite soap base? Glycerin, tallow, vegan, other, something like that. I honestly can't tell a huge difference. Some people say they can. I can't. I know I get a little bit faster lather from some tallow soaps, but then again, my experience with tallow soaps is pretty limited. I think Arco maybe Stabac tallow. I think those are really the only tallow soaps I'm experienced with off the top of my head. Alright, so it's a pretty decent little lather. I'm going to try and remember not to rinse the razor under the tap. Excuse me, just 1 second. I'm going to turn the TV down. All right, I didn't know if you guys could hear that, but I don't want to take no chance. News running in the background. So just going to run the blade under the tap to get it warm. No more rinsing. Well, I tell you what, pulled this razor out last night and kind of took it to the strop to save a little bit of time, so I wasn't futzing with it this morning. And I don't know, I put about 200 laps on it just because I wanted to make sure that it was nice and stropped up. It feels pretty good. What doesn't feel good is my stinking hand. Good night. That carpal tunnel. Ooh. Really got aggravated. But it's what we do for interweb fame, right? Suffering for you, the people, the viewers. No, not really, it's fine. It had been acting up. A little bit all week, honestly. Ooh, I almost rinsed it. But I strapped it up a bunch. When I first pulled it out of the case and wiped off the oil, I just ran it across my arm to see if it would pop hairs, and it wasn't. So I was really kind of worried about the shave. So like I said, I put about 200 or so laps on the strop just to make sure it was good to go. That's one thing I was a little bit worried about. I don't remember exactly what kind of steel they used on this razor, but if you remember, it was sent to me as a tester by Naked Armour. It wasn't shave ready. I sent it off to get honed. This is my second shave with it since it's been back from the hone job. And the first shave was pretty nice. Nothing really to complain about, but what I always remember hearing and reading about some of these Chinese, Pakistani, rinsed it, razors, was that if you can get them honed, they don't do a great job of holding the edge. So I was looking for it to be not quite as sharp as when it first came back. So I was aware of that and I was concerned about it, so I made sure to strop the heck out of it. And it's doing okay. Maybe just a little bit more tug than I would like, but I think it held the hone fairly well. Alright, so that's the first pass, and it's actually, I missed a spot there. It's actually a good pass. Just, like I said, just a little, ever so slightly on the tuggy side, but not enough to ruin the shave. So let's get back to it for the second pass. I guess these last two passes will be the real test of how well the blade held up. And so far, it's across the grain. Good. That was good. I liked it. That was actually really comfortable. I don't know if I mentioned, I got, I don't know, 2.5 days of growth, I guess. My last shave was with you guys on Thursday night, so. Very nice. I like it. Me gusta. Beautiful. Beautiful. Second pass is done. It's a good shave. I am thoroughly enjoying it. Soap is fantastic. I mean, Dr. John's always delivers really well. Great slickness, great cushion, great scent. And this one, of all the Dr. John soaps I've tried, and there hasn't been too terribly many, although I do have almost all of them in my collection. Just haven't gotten around to using them all. This is probably one of my favorites so far. I've used Krampus, which I really enjoy. The Hex, which is really good as well. I want to say there's maybe one or two more. I can't think of off the top of my head that I've used. But gosh, I like this scent. I might have to find the matching splash. I don't know. I don't know what it's patterned after. It's not a traditional barbershop scent that I know of or that I can place. There's not a lot of talc like a lot of barbershop scents. So I don't know. But it's nice. All right, here's the true test. Across the grain. Inverted pass. Man, that's good. That's good. Starting to feel ever just the slightest bit of razor burn. Oh, fantastic. Ooh, I think I just cut myself trying to come across. I got myself pretty good right there. I can feel it. It'll probably start bleeding right here in a minute when I rinse. Just getting ambitious, trying to come across to clean up the ditch of the neck, which is always my most troubled area. Nope. Still can't do that fool's pass. It is just too uncomfortable. What was not uncomfortable was the shave so far. Not a bad, not a terrible nick. No, that's good. Let's get rinsed off. That's a really nice shave on the face. Get going on the head shave. About 22 minutes. I know you guys have other things to do today. No, it was good. That was really nice. Like I said, the razor was just a tad on the tuggy side. But it is very comfortable. I don't think I'm going to have very little, if any, razor burn. So, get going on this head shave. I'm just going to use the rest of the Dr. John's that's in this scuttle. 1, because it was fantastic. 2, because it's in the scuttle. And 3, because I forgot to set the little Tims to soak. So, gosh, I love this soap. This is a great scent. Warm, spicy. Got those floral notes just in the right amount so that it still has like a manly kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say Old Spice because it's definitely not Old Spice. I don't know, it's just hard. Like I said, my nose is 98% full of boogers about 98% of the time, so, and I don't have a sophisticated nose, but I can tell you it smells good. If you get a chance to try it, I think you won't be, I don't believe you'll be disappointed. For the head, continuing on with the HeadBlade ATX, I don't know how many shaves I have on this cartridge. Probably getting close to 10, if I had to guess. So it'll be time to retire it soon. All you dads out there, have a good Father's Day. I forgot to ask during the week. That was last weekend, right? Yeah. Was it? Yeah. I lose track of days. Just the worst. I don't even know why you guys watch me. I'm just talking about nonsense, shaving and nonsense. So, I mention every now and again about my weight loss, and I still haven't been able to get back on the wagon very well. It's doing better, but still, whew, pizza's delicious, and gosh, I got to get back on it. So I had this idea. I don't know, so you can probably see it in the background. Excuse me. I have a Total Gym. I bought that a couple of years ago to kind of do some rehab on my back. Because when I was going to physical therapy, we used one. And I used it. I used it a few times, a handful of times when my back was really kind of aggravated on those days when it gets really bad. I'll try to use it to stretch out and warm up and loosen things up. But I was thinking the other day, I bought it on Craigslist, I want to say a couple $100, 200 I think, which I think wasn't a bad deal. I think it's a $500 piece of machinery. Whatever, neither here nor there. The fact is, I haven't gotten my $200 worth yet. So I had this kind of idea about trying to do a little series, either a YouTube series, Instagram series, or whatever. Like I said, man, jacked in. I'm going to be jacked in all the time. Everything is going to be online. My life is going to be a fishbowl. What the heck? For all to see. And the cartridge just popped off. So anyway, I was thinking about doing a little series of workout videos. Not to show anybody to work out. But I want to get 200 workouts on that machine, so that I can say I got my money's worth before I decide whether or not I want to keep it. It can't hurt, right? The worst thing that can happen is it aggravates my back. It causes me a little grief, which is pretty likely no matter what type of exercise I do. Sometimes I do a little yoga to kind of help stretch stuff out, and usually after about a week or so, 2 weeks, that betrays me and aggravates my back rather than fixes it. So I'm thinking, I'm thinning, I may just try that. Try and get $200 worth of work out of it. So 200 workouts. That way it's $1 a workout, which I figured is roughly the cost of a gym membership. You figure, gym memberships are about $30, or at least the last time I had one, it was $30 a month. That's about $1 a day. So if I can get 200 workouts, it's $1 a workout, I will feel like I've gotten my money's worth. Maybe get a little bit better physical condition, lose a little bit of weight in the process. I don't know. Let me know what you think. If you think that'd be stupid, if it's a silly thought, if I'm just crazy and I need to sell it because it's collecting dust. It does speak towards, that's kind of the idea. I'm thinking I don't use it. If I use it for 200 workouts and I really like it, then I'll keep it. If not, I'm still working on the minimalist thing. So if I can't get 200 consistent workouts in it, or good workouts, I don't know how consistent they'll be because of, if my back goes out, that'll derail me. But 200 workouts. If I love it, I can keep it. If not, I can ditch it, and it'll be one less thing I own. What do you think? Am I just crazy talking nonsense? Well, we know I'm talking nonsense. I do that a lot. That's about 98% of my content is me just blathering like a crazy Yahoo. Hey, but apparently 700 people out there like it because they subscribed. I'm a YouTube famous, man. Nah, anyway. Oh, gosh. So, you guys heard me talking, honestly, if I'm honest, griping about having to be very social this weekend. Well, Friday night was good. I hung out with my buddy from out of town. We had a great time. Talked about old times, talked about work. We used to work together, and it was good. Yesterday I was supposed to hang out with my old man, which is something I don't do nearly enough. We don't have the best relationship. So I've been trying to be better and work things out because it's the right thing to do. But we didn't get to hang out yesterday. I gotta say, I kind of expected he was going to cancel at the last minute, but I was actually pretty disappointed. So his wife was sick, and she's generally a pretty sick lady. He's like her primary caretaker for the most part, and so she was sick yesterday, some stomach bug or something. So he had to stick around the house to take care of her. So no big deal. We canceled, and hopefully we can get together next weekend. Today's church all day. And tomorrow, meeting my friend again for some Bible study, and then I'm heading to the church to go do some work at the church. So it'll be good. It's gonna be busy. In between there, I got to find some time to maybe go for a swim and do my meal prep, which I should have done yesterday, but I got really lazy, drawn into the Netflix series. Luke Cage started this weekend. I watched a handful of episodes, and it's good. If you liked the first season, it's pretty similar to the first season. Maybe a little more action. The thing I feel about that series, if you watch it, or have watched it, or are planning on watching it, it's a good series. There is a fair amount of politics, political statements in it about, racism and things of that nature, because it's set in Harlem, New York. So, and the main character is African American. Yeah, it's actually not very stingy, so that's good. So anyway, some of the political statements, a little heavy-handed, but not bad, and they don't overshadow, I think, the whole series, in my opinion. Some people may disagree, but the biggest thing I feel about that show is the pacing. The pacing of the show. They really are going out of their way, kind of make it dramatic, which is fine. But you got to remember, at the end of the day, it's a superhero show. People want to see superhero stuff. And there's a lot more drama than superhero stuff. All right, so that's the end of the shave. Everything is beautiful, silky smooth. The alum didn't yell at me too terribly much. So I am over the moon happy. I got a really BBS on the cheeks, DFS on the jawline and the neck, and then the head, of course, is BBS. So overall, very happy. Whew. 33 minutes. Good night. What am I doing? All right. That's it. That's all, y'all. I'm going to figure out how to use a solid cologne and let you get on with the rest of your day. This has been the Silky Smooth Sunday Shave. Thank you guys and gals so much for spending 30 some odd minutes of your day with me. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. Hope your upcoming week treats you well. No matter what you do, get out and spend some time with your friends and family, because it's really important. And I'll see you next time. God bless. Have a great weekend.